Yo, yo, yo. How we doing today? Literally just set this up and went live, so I'd be surprised if anybody jumped in right away. So we'll let everybody kind of salter in. And I have a video playing. I don't know if it's in the background or not. DraftKings. Everything's set up. I need to check that real quick since we're waiting for people. Did a draft while making my lunches last night, and it set the world on fire. Woke up to 12 notifications, according to my wife. And let's see here. What woke up to still 20K views on the 4-2-10-2 build that I showed yesterday on stream. And then today, 3 bookmarks. I hope people understand. I didn't draft this team. Silky Mango did. And then for the one I posted right before I went to bed had 14,000 views or impressions, right? And 53 comments. I was going through and like interacting with all of them, but it got to a point where it was just too much interaction. I couldn't keep up, and some people were just like, trash, paid the rake. So I guess I'm paying the rate. Some people say it's the best team they've ever seen, the best they've ever seen. I have a terrible Trump impression. I wish I had a better one. I just can't get the tone of his voice. He talks in cadences, kind of like everything's the greatest, the best ever, type of deal. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Some people said it's the best. Some people, one guy said it was nasty. So then I had to reply to that guy. Is this nasty good or is this nasty bad? Because I've gotten both reactions from that team. Today we're doing a DraftKings single entry. They launched a $5 last week or something along those lines. Let's see here. $5 single entry. I believe this is it. Well, everybody, come on in first. It's got to be this one. The other one's the qualifier. How many drafts did I do? I did 4 under BBM drafts. So I'm probably going to do another while I make my lunches again. Lunch again. And then I did 3 or 4 desert qualifiers for the $3 today while I was working. And then so roughly seven or so teams. The Jordan Addison went about 140 in one of my drafts, and I thought that was kind of crazy. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching any of Minnesota right now, except for J Jets. But yeah, I'm avoiding all of it. Let's see here. Didn't feel like making a thumbnail. Just went live. So go ahead and let people see that we are going to be drafting this single entry. That's really easy to see, guys. Really easy. Can I move myself up any higher? Oh, perfect. It's $5. Single entry. I thought I drafted this last week. So unless they added another one. One. Keep the dresser drawers closed, please. Oh, my wife telling me how to live my life. I'll open them if I want to. Let's see here. Let's go to the X. Let's see what else I missed. I typed in the X. Twitter. Dun, 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 dun. If you maxed out BBM4 last year, or you think you did, got really, really, really close, please check your email. Thanks, Underdog. Check my email. Oh, dude, I am on something else. I just typed an email. Got to go to Yahoo. Check my email. When did she post this? Because 3 hours ago. I don't see anything. So 6 o'clock. Did y'all see anything? Underdog. I got something for Mayo Media Network, DFS Army today. I haven't got anything else from them. Howdy, what up, Freshka? How you doing today? We're drafting at 9-10. This $5 single entry. I said not do enough today. Hold on, we go to YouTube. Let's share this. YouTube. Your channel. Like 20 likes, and we do a Millie Maker draft. I'm gonna set a BBM because it's on my head. Share it to the X single entry. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. I don't have anything from them. I don't. Well, that's spam. Hope. Sorry, Hope, you're my spam. You should. We appreciate the love and commitment you showed to Underdog by maxing BBM4. Please fill out the form below so we can send you your BBM4 entry gift. How do I unmark it from spam? View raw message? Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Hey, can't draft. About to drive now. Hey, don't draft and drive. Don't draft and drive. At 9:10, about 1 minute. Hope. I do not know how to move. Okay, move to inbox. Let's go to inbox. All right. Your name, your answer. Would you want my username? One minute. Less than 1 minute, technically, because I already said 1 minute. I'm ready to click. Fingers on the hot button here. Obviously, it'll probably take a minute to fill, so it gives me a chance. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, it's always the longest seconds. The longest seconds. 7 of 12. 7 of 12, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. Okay. I'm gonna go with my name. I'm not good at filling out forms. I won't say my address out loud. I don't think anybody would show up. It'd just be weird. Hope and I were playing Fortnite a whole bunch, but I stopped playing there for a hot minute, and so did she. And I can't blame her if she didn't want to play with me. I'm a heavy breather. Shirt size, oh boy, 5XL T. Your response has been recorded. Thanks. No thanks. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Da da da. Let's see. Do we know any names? Razorbacks, 24C Bandits, Desi B. Don't know any of these names. So 4, 8 of 12 currently in here. I got like 5 rounds left. If you don't fill by the time, I'll join. All right. Don't want to be multi-tabling. I don't blame you. I'm anti-table. I feel like you should be solely focused on the drafts that you are doing, and if you also limit the risk that you're going to miss a pick. Okay. First time I've been able to join a draft. Happy to have you, Mr. Razorback, Mr. George Alvarez. I go live Monday through Thursday around 9 o'clock. So those are the times I go live. Then we got the weekends. Occasionally I get to do one on the weekends. I'd like to say I'm going to do one of this Friday, but who knows? My son's back in school, but my daughter is not yet back into preschool / daycare, whatever you want to call it. Do 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 do. Oh, da da. Mine was it. Ba, ba, ba. Pete Overzet, special Wednesday edition of Best Ball After Dark with Ryan Hodge. I don't know who that is. I can't believe Tavon Austin retired. One of the most electrifying players, just was on the Rams at the wrong time. Imagine what Tavon Austin would have been able to do now. You know what I mean? What he was electric. He was great in special teams. I'm surprised that now this is the time he's leaving. The cheat motion stuff that they're able to do now, or I guess they're probably always able to, just no one used it. All the things that like set his skill set, like I just think of him like if he was on the Dolphins, like he would be an electric wide receiver 3 there in his prime. He definitely lost some footing, but return ability, all that stuff was great. He was just on the worst of the worst teams for the Rams. Ow. And then, yeah. Oh, we're in. We are live. At the 1 hole, we have CJR Swish. Desi B, 88. We got Mr. Alvarez, AR. Arkansas, I'm assuming Razorback, 74. MCT Soccer. Chow Font, 215. Lee Dawn, 298. Sobaski, 24. Ewillow. Ewillow, 7. Mo, 777. Jackpot. Sea Bandits, 5149. And your champion, T Castro, 1988. And then at the 12 hole, we have King 2 T85 or King Tot 85. Not 100% sure which one. So we have 3 casual helmets. So that could be a plus for us. Also, Mr. Alvarez is a DFS Army person. Those are usually sharp drafters. I go to them. I listen to them occasionally for NASCAR. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like behind, or I just didn't notice it. I have recently started listening to their MMA just to hear their thought process on the DFS front. They're about the DFS side of it, and that one I like that one guy that talks about it. I don't know his name, but I really like their recaps of NFL. I think it's Geek. I could be wrong, but they bring that guy in, and I think, is it Bobby? I think is his name. I don't know. They bring that really smart guy in. I don't remember the black guy's name. That guy and one other person, they usually talk about like the week before and how like they review like the pro teams and stuff like that. Bobby Wow. Yeah. When I first heard about him, I was trying to figure out, this is like, I think it was the year I won it, or it might have been the year before. I was trying to learn baseball. I actually subscribed to the DFS Army for like a week. I don't remember how long it was to be exact, but there was a baseball guy that I think it was Chip something. I'm sorry, Chip, if you watched this and I don't remember your name. It was a while ago. I learned a lot of best baseball stuff from him, but I just couldn't apply it to a regular team. I wasn't good on a day-to-day basis. So Tyreek Hill goes 1 overall. I've seen a few of these now. CMC, Chase, Lamb, ASB, Jefferson. So everybody goes. That already goes there. I was in a draft earlier where Garrett Wilson went 3rd overall. So, it's August. Don't be surprised to see these kinds of things. And then you'll see a lot of chalk because people don't know exactly what to do, so they just take what's next. Yeah. The guy that they have on Taco, I think is his name, he's really smart. I listened to him, Chris Pennell, recently Rubio Dimes, and the other guy they have on that podcast for them. I've taken like 2 or 3 shares today, so we're going to grab Taylor here. This is the single entry, so I don't know how – this is a time box. This is a time box team, right? So this is like – there's no 4th round Cooper Kupps here. So I'm going to pull up Cooper Kupp with my JT, 2 second-round players. I like both of the players. I don't have this share a lot, but this is a time box /1 entry. You're not going to get a lot of JT Cooper Kupp teams. So not again that it doesn't matter how unique you are. I just think that they both have potential to be first-round players. They both have been the number one-ish pick. Obviously JT 3 years ago. Cooper Kupp, I think, was 2 or 3 that year. Like they had that potential to be number one selections, have been before. And we're going to run it back with JT. I think if they stay healthy, I think JT could have a good year. Maybe not an amazing year, but he'll be able to handle, if he stays healthy, handle a big workload. And if the offense is successful, could get a lot of goal line work. Could see those goal line work. Puka Nacua goes to the Bijan drafter. Debo. What you got for me? What do you got, Alvarez? Mike Evans. I think I'm probably the only person that has been out on Mike Evans the last 3 years. Been pretty much wrong on it, but I guess the first year I was right. Second year, back and forth, leading to wrong. And last year, I was mainly wrong, but they really weren't that far off from one another. He just got all the touchdowns. So maybe things changed with a different offensive coordinator. They did say they're moving him back to the slot. CMC and Kyron. I don't know if that's the play. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes Olave here, which is pretty much where he goes anyway. So why even take him from the 1? There was no reason to move up Tyreek Hill to the 1 if it's the case. Like it is a single entry, so my boy DZ80 B88. I'm guessing like Des Bryant 88 is going heavy high T. But Chico. Oh, Neighbors goes off the board. Oh, well. I'm behind on my videos today. I need to get back on my game. Oh, I don't understand how this is my subscriptions. Underneath the wrong account. Oh, my goodness. We hit 375. We were at 373 yesterday. Thank you for the 2 new subscribers. Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Roll Tide. I'm a Michigan fan, but I can't help myself whenever I hear myself. Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Laporta goes. That's leaving me DK Metcalf so far. DK Donkey Kong. DK Donkey Kong. Josh Allen. So I got Josh Allen earlier today in the 4th, and 1 pick before me took Kincaid. Oh, drove me wild. Donkey Kong. We're going to go Tank Dell if it makes it back to me. Did he think somebody? No, actually, Felix, don't mess this up. Take Trey McBride. Who do you grab anyways? Mark Cooper. This is a very interesting draft room. Nobody's really making the baseline decisions for the most part. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing, which is perfectly fine. I think it's a perfectly okay thing to do. It's just trying to draft, Steve Bannon's here's got a good team. After he drafted Kelsey, he was hoping Mahomes would fall to him in the fourth, which he usually does, but in single entry, he may not, right? So he takes Jalen Hurts, already pairing it up with his elite wide receiver. So he's got an elite tight end. So he took Kincaid early. That's one way to do it. Mr. Brent Smith, yo, how we doing today? Yeah, Alvarez. They're good. They're really smart about who they've brought to their team. Also, if you comment that you want to be part of this, part of my team, whatever, maybe don't put it on the comment section. Hit me up in a DM so we can go back and forth. I'm not going to comment back and forth on a YouTube video. It's very weird to me. Crying Buffalo is the at. Should be too hard to find me. Busy work day means one draft a day. Bummer. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. That means the opposite. I had a busy day, so lots of drafts in to keep this little brain a chugging. So much work, man. So no. Being in insurance, I mean, I know I'm going to be busy, right? Like I know, like there'll always be work because there's always accidents, and there's always people buying new cars, and there's always something. Somebody died. We have to go through, like when people die, we have to change their marital status. So that changes their premiums sometimes, right? So like everything changes their premiums. So I will never be out of work unless they pretty much unless they change the system, because the system that they currently have at my work is very old, very, very old. So I'm very secure in my job until they upgrade the system. It was all paper. So then those paper people have to upload it to our image and farm, and then we get it, and then we have to do the work. Then we send it back. It never ends. It's a work that never ends. Christian Kirk right here is absolutely criminal. Kyler Murray, pick 71. Here we go. You know what? We're going to go back to Chris Godwin. I like Chris Godwin. Makes me feel good on the inside. Where did AR go? To Iwilo. He grabbed Pittman. I was curious. So I thought about grabbing Pittman here, but I said I'll pass. I want the Week 17 correlated matchup that I care about most. This is going to hit Week 17. The cornerbacks can't guard Marvin Harrison Jr. Ain't no way they're going to cover Cooper Kupp. I'll just put that out there. Ain't no way. If they can't guard a rookie 2 weeks into training camp, ain't no way they're going to cover Cooper Kupp. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So Trey McBride, now that they've lost Aaron Donald, linebackers have been sus for the last couple years. Safeties are So Trey McBride should eat there. I think the Jags have a breakout season incoming. Getting one of the easiest schedules. And then it's kind of a make it or break it year for them. Obviously, I think Najee's also in a make it or break it type year, so that's why I'm betting on the make it type of season. I mean, he's had 1,000 yards for the last 3 years, so he's already made it, but I'm saying make it. Swolecast I missed today so far. What else did I miss? I missed the Fanspeed Network. Oh, what else did I miss today? I missed everything from today, let's be honest. Another notification. Dan Makowski liked your post. What are y'all thoughts on the team? So for those that didn't see my tweet or don't see my tweets, I did a draft last night after the stream while I was making my my lunch because I'm slow. It takes me a while. I said, well, I might as well do a draft while I do it. Team ended up, I thought, was fucking baller, but according to my notifications, half people think it's a baller team and the other half think it's hot trash. It has Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, bye week 7, 12, and 11. So they all had different bye weeks, all at picks after 100. Running backs, Bijan, JT, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Devin Singletary. I mean, all different bye weeks. Wide receivers starting with DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, Gabe Davis, Adam Thielen, Jalen Hyatt, and Parker Washington. Pretty good to me. You know, like not the best. I'm not saying I'm one wide receiver, but it's got decent players at the wide receiver position. And then a tight end. I punted tight end with Noah Fant and Tyler Conklin. But even with those punt tight ends, like I'm not mad at it. Noah Fant has weekly upside, you know. He can definitely throw some zeros out there with how many with what he's the as the number 4 option. But Conk baby is I think he had 1,000 yards with Zach Wilson throwing him the ball. Just putting that out there. Najee Harris. I don't have any Coleman. If he makes it to me, I'll take him. Dak Prescott. Do you, King? Who are you taking here, Todd? What bye week? You have bye week 14. I don't want to match up. I'll go Swift if he goes Coleman. He didn't go Coleman. He went Swift, so I'm gonna go Coleman. So currently at the wide receivers, we have a 6, 10, 12, 11, 12. So we have 4 different bye weeks with 4 different bye weeks with one doubling up at 12. So currently the build is a 0, 2, 5, a 1. Based on quarterbacks that are falling off the board, we're going to grab Trevor Lawrence most likely with my next pick. Just to be on the safe side, some of these guys have two quarterbacks that have elite quarterbacks. I don't want to be doing Daniel Jones and Baker Mayfield as my two quarterbacks. Gonna need the Bears to smash, but it could work. You're right, it could work. Or it could be another team that doesn't do well. Guess what? There are two teams out of every lobby that get to advance. And you have to kind of which is why I had, and in that team, I have my core, which I know, it doesn't really, the people commenting on my stuff don't really realize, I had Gabe Davis, I had Trevor Lawrence, Najee Harris, and Devin Singletary. And all around them are different players. So, that's my biggest group of players. Obviously, if I would have gotten Hyatt, I would have. Oh no, I did get Hyatt too. So in that team, I had my perfect core besides Cooper Kupp. So it was a unique team for me with my core, which is why I don't really care about what people actually thought about my team. I just wanted to see what people thought. And apparently, there's only one way to draft, according to a lot of the people on the internet, which makes me laugh. I love some guy was he put on there two tight ends, not good. As I won with one tight end with having two, but Robert Tonyan was on IR the entire time. Three quarterbacks, not good. what exactly did he put? You won the draft. Oh, thank you, KD. Keith Dunham. Point right back at you. High T, low IQ. I had a DK draft where someone took the first round in the first wide receiver in the 11th round. I said I made a video just about that very same tactic in the big board. Actually, not bad at all. Tight end could be better. What contest also matters? Possibly best team I've seen all year. I like that hype. Thank you. We got here Chase Brown, Devin Singletary go off the board. Yeah, quarterbacks are just flying off boards right now. I'm the last person without a quarterback. I need to grab one. I'm not one of those people pushing it. I am not going to be behind that quarterback because you can get swallowed up real quick. Ladd McConkey is in the 104th pick right now. That's wild. He was going in the 5th, sometimes 6th round. And I kept saying all summer is his price is just too high. I can't afford it. Ladd McConkey at 9'8", aka 104, is a great spot. All righty. We're going to take Trevor, not mess around. Based on, I don't know what this guy at the 12 hole is going to do, but it could be reaching for another quarterback. Who knows? We're going to take Jordan Addison at 110. Or should we take – we already made a bet on them. Does he make it back to me? He does. Yeah, let's take a shot at Jordan Addison. A little bit of ADP value as well. Who knows? He seems to be fine. As my 6th wide receiver, I'm not mad at it. Next pick will be Gabe Davis. And then we're going to be hammering running backs after that. I'm okay with only 2 running backs currently because these 2 are going to be hit my lineup 90% of the time. If there was a running back that I just could not pass on, like if there was a Singletary or a Chase Brown here, I would have passed on Addison, obviously. But I don't feel great about Brian Robinson, obviously being co-chair ones. I don't know what you want to call him. With Austin Eckler, what I can grab Eckler later. I don't know if you know where, or did he already go? For a sec. I think I spelled his name wrong. Green. Okay, he went in the 9th round. He's going before Brian Robinson now. And there's some weird drafters in here, so let's see what other people said about my team. Likely, even though it's gross. Yeah. Don't like the QB or wide receiver corps as a whole. I mean, that's your opinion. That's not really, it's a player take thing. It's not really a. His name is Fantasy Santa. Looks like a weird dude. Posting photos of Gronk in a limousine with a gun. It's just weird. What else? What else did we get? Needs more teal. I'll be honest with you guys. Which one of these colors is teal? Is it the green? Is it the blue? Because I don't see teal. I couldn't tell if that guy was fucking with me or not. What else? Some dude went on a rampage. I didn't even respond or didn't even read him because it was too much. He sent me, okay, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you do a second RB that early, you can likely only do one or the other. I don't like either team of them personally, but doing both hurts your wide receiver room so much. Structurally, making either one of these earlier running backs, Evan Ingram, or improving the wide receiver grouping would be my preferred way to make this build. Counting on Ladd and Thielen feels rough. And I don't think Keenan and DJ will both have spike weeks at the same time. The opportunity cost of so much investment in 3 early running backs is hard to make up in the board. It doesn't break your way. If you ever do 3 running builds like this ever again, don't pull over for Najee and 7 Singletaries of the world. Draft like you're right and punt the crap out of those last few running backs. Make up the group elsewhere. I am drafting like, oh, what up, Bendos? GM. I hate the draft like you're right statement. Motherfucker, you could draft like you're right. You could be 100% right. You could have the Josh Jacobs of the world, take you to the playoffs, and guess what? That motherfucker was non-existent that year after he made the playoffs. There are years where, the year that I won it, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp played amazingly the entire year, right? You don't know exactly what's going to happen. If you get a good value, take it, man. It's like I kept getting good values at wide receiver, so I just felt like I should take more running backs. I had, what was it? Stephon Diggs, like 10 picks past ADP. Might even been more than that. Let's see. What was Stephon Diggs was 8 picks past ADP. You don't get that very often. So I was taking advantage and drafting some running backs. Having some fun. I just love that when people say, pay the rink. Like they're getting some of it. Where are we going to go here? We need a running back here, actually. I think we could have the zeros of Jonathan Brooks. We could take those zeros because they don't have bye weeks until 9 and 14. I think we can withstand those hits and then take Dotson on the way back. What kind of fall is this? 20 pick fall? I'll take, yeah. Silly willies. I'm also on the more recently, I'm like, oh, John Dodson goes off the board. Okay. Should we build the super stack of Carolina? I'm just kidding. Can't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. What else we have to stack with? Go ahead, put Dobbins in there. So Kyler's gone. Got T-Law. We have Geno Smith and Matthew Stafford. Ah, he ain't gonna make it back to me. Not in this room. I'm not mad at it though. I'm starting to take some more J.K. Dobbins, and I feel good about it. I feel good. But where did Puka go? He went to the Bijan draft, right? Yeah. He should take Stafford here. I hope you're doing well, Bindles. I haven't seen you streaming, or maybe I unsubbed somehow. I don't know. Hope you're doing well though. Bindles, not Bingles. Bindles. I've searched you before. Oh, I'm not subscribed to you. That doesn't make sense. I watch your streams. But it doesn't look like you've made anything recently, according to my thing. Did you call it a mock draft? You called it a mock draft. I unfollowed people that were putting mock drafts. I had to make cuts. You were one of those cuts. I guess I couldn't do it anymore. It's not mock drafts. I don't care if you treat it as such. I can't stand seeing people playing for money and call it a mock draft for their leagues that don't pay out as much. I'm just in my head. This is how I think about it. It's not an attack on you specifically, Bendels. But if you call it a mock draft and you win with that as your title, I feel like you should just give 100% of the money back because you clearly did not take this as a for real draft. It was a mock draft. It's not a real draft. You should not be able to acquire any money from a mock draft because it's a mock draft. A mock draft. What is the word mock? I think we defined this definition a while ago. Mock draft definition. Mock drafts are a way to practice before someone's pride and or money are on the line. Yeah. Exactly. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Faux pas. You know, if there's a shot that we're getting a 30 pick discount on 20 pick discount on Stafford here. If he makes it to me, we'll take it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm not gonna weep over it. No, I wouldn't be surprised if he took him. Okay, he didn't take him. Very, very interesting. Will Levis goes off the board. We are 2 picks away, guys. We are 2 picks away from reconciling my mess up here. Oh, 1 pick away. How many quarterbacks? He has 2 quarterbacks. He's got 2 good quarterbacks. You do not need it. All right. We somehow snuck our way back into a Stafford share. And it's kind of ridiculous that Justin Herbert is here as well. So we're going to grab Herbert if he makes it past the corner drafter here. Long hair, don't care. Love to see it. You love to see it. Single entry. I don't really think it really matters. I think the finals is like, it was a pretty small finals if I do remember. Look it up on my phone. DJ Chark. What am I doing? Yeah, DraftKings. And $5 entry. Contest details. a 33-seat final. So top 2 advance out of the first round, top 2 advance out of the second round. That's huge. And then it's a 1 out of 10 to make it to the 33-man final. Where if you just make it to the finals, you are so 5. You're 50xing your money if you make it to the finals. You're 50xing your entry fee, and if you win, you are 1,000x your entry. And just say you beat the 10 people. You got 23rd. You get $300. $300 for, I don't know. Making a final of this would be nice. Like it's a nice little payback for everything. If you win it, you're pretty much maxing your next year's best ball tournament and paying for some of your BBM 5, BBM 6. What BBM is this? I don't know what BBM I'm in currently. I guess this year's BBM 5. Herzik, Liam, Pat, Rashid. I don't know his name. I just call him Rashid. Oh, 2 notifications. M Jerky followed me. Thank you. Looks like a Giants fan and has the classic sports as his sports logo as his long photo. I don't know what that's called. New York. Warning track power. 3rd place 2021 Dinger. 3rd place 2023 bullpen. Sounds like he's a baseball guy. Game update. Wuthering Waves. Latest update here. Moon Chasing. I never played that game. I've been on that Call of Duty grind. Trying to finish out my battle pass. Should probably take a look on who's coming the fuck up. I'm not wasting anybody's time here. Are we close to 20 likes, guys, or are we far away? Let's make sure I liked it too. All right, we're at 6 likes now, so I just liked it myself. I put Josh Downs down here. He's not missing that much time. I feel good about my wide receiver room to take him there. We need a tight end here, so we're either going to go Noah Fant. We're going to go Noah Fant. I don't want any of the tight ends. I will take whatever, but a little bit of a Seattle like mini stack. Oh, what are you doing, King Tots? What you doing, King Tot 85? I wonder if that's like he was born in 85, or he's a fan of George Kittle. I'm gonna say Greg Kittle. George of the Jungle. All right. One more running back, one more wide receiver. Let's see here. Let's go through the running backs. I think we should put them on there since we didn't get Singletary. I think every time I don't get Singletary, I should put Gray on the team. And wide receiver, as much as I want Hyatt, I think a Charger makes more sense. And if we're going to go Charger, we should take Brendan Rice. Who's that other quarterback? Stafford, we have Cup, so we're good there. Stafford came up limping or hobbling with a tight hamstring. He's got 2 weeks to kind of work it out. He'll be all right. Oh, someone put wide receivers are poop. Savicey says with 126 following and 120 followers, no bio. He lives in New Zealand, so can't trust his opinion. He said J.J. McCarthy, rookie of the year at $15. Clearly, what's wrong about that? Typed in Lydia Co. Inshay. Don't know what that means. Typing, I'm going to the LA Olympics in 2028 as a female, and I'll beat up that tranny up. All right. Well, I've seen enough from that guy. I'll take his football takes real seriously. Oh, boy. Went back and forth with Riz's Collectibles. He had some good thought process in my tweet. We went a little bit back and forth. It was nice to talk to somebody and not have to be snarky either way. Wait. What is my team? Oh, I have a bunch of wide receivers to draft. Who am I kidding? But I still need a running back. So we're going to draft Eric Gray. I was like, man, there are a lot of good wide receivers still left. That's because I still have a lot of draft picks to do. Nope. I need to go ahead and exclude him. Oh, righty then. It stinks and I hate you. Oh, there was one guy, hold on, that wanted me, that didn't like that I drafted Jalen Hyatt and Daniel Jones. Hold on, but what? Whatever. It was something stupid. Apparently, you were 100% right. Someone said I was 100%. You were 100% right to draft 3. If you draft a stud, you can't stop at 2. Same goes with tight end. If you want to go with, got to go with numbers. But that is something we talked about on the lab, was actually just taking 2 tight ends. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say the lab is something that Spike Week has every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eric and Rob do a Zoom call. We all get to go in there. If you have something to say to go along with what we're talking about, you either raise your hand or wait for a pause in the thing, or if somebody mentions you, then you can talk. And the conversations there are awesome. I'm usually driving home from work, so I usually just have the phone either in my hand or in the little thing that holds my phone. And I'm usually fairly quiet. I don't talk too much, but I hear a lot. And you don't always have to be talking to be height goes off the board, to be a part of the conversation. You can always listen, which I think I'm a fairly good listener. I'm not the best listener, but I'm fairly good. We're gonna go with millions first. Dun, dun. Coach leaves couch. There he is. Let's go. Just getting here. How's the team looking? Team's looking good. Coach, if you want to hit me up, go to my Twitter. It's Crying Buffalo for the stuff. Can't just leave it on a comment. We can't go back and forth on a comment. Team's looking good, though. We got T-Law, JT, Najee Harris, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, Christian Kirk, Trey McBride, Chris Godwin, Keon Coleman, Jordan Addison, Jonathan Brooks, J.K. Dobbins, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Josh Downs, Noah Fant, Eric Gray, and we got 3 more to go. Oh, McMillions goes off the board. We're going to take Corley here, and we're going to figure out another wide receiver. One more. Yep. And we got little Alvarez. Hit me up with the follow. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. If you could sub, I don't know if you are subbed to the channel or not, but I appreciate if you sub to the channel. Yeah, I got this. I got him at 104. Hold on, I don't know if that's right. 110. I got him at 110. Look, he's not, he's not out for the year, so we'll take it. You know what I mean? We'll take the discount if he's just banged up. Honestly, the people that want a discount with Justin Jefferson, those people don't make sense to me. Like, if anything, knowing that you're going to get one quarterback the entire time, it's not like a bad thing. And I think the reason Justin Jefferson wasn't even going higher was because you knew that you were going to have a little bit of growing pains with J.J. McCarthy. Obviously, that even changed with that game. It was like, oh, J.J. McCarthy won't need won't be a bad little transition, right? But now that he's taking the year, we weren't thinking that J.J. was going to come in and light up the world, is what I'm trying to get at. Knowing that we are going to get all Sam Darnold, and he's gotten praises from Mike Shanahan saying he's the best quarterback ever seen throwing the ball, that he's a decent quarterback. He already kind of knows the system for the most part, so he should come in and be rocking, I think. If he can do it with Mullins, he can do it with Darnold. I 100% agree with that statement. And, I just can't understand the people that are trying to say that they're hoping for a discount now. And then now with Addison going, it's like he's the sole provider of Minnesota. Obviously, it wasn't as bad as people thought, or it was made out to be, him being on the cart, but people like to overreact, so it's not a surprise. Solid. Zach Wagner says Singletary should have been a wide receiver. I love that people could just say that Singletary should be a wide receiver, but then have no idea what wide receivers there were available. It wasn't like a gray area. It's like Courtland Sutton. I'm not really a fan. I get it that you can just have an opinion on who I should have taken when you don't even put out a name. And if Whittington makes it back to me, he looked okay. if either Puka or, and hopefully not this case, if Cooper Kupp gets hurt, Whittington should slide right in as a viable number 2. Because I don't really care for Demarcus Robinson. Let me pull up that team. Let's see who the receivers were. Best Ball Mania. That was Caleb. Let's see here. Wide receivers in the vicinity of Devin Singletary. When I did this draft yesterday, where are you? Dontavian Wicks. No, that went before me. So Jacoby Myers, Brandon Cooks, Rashid Shaheed, Jerry Jeudy, nothing great, right? Like, I'm not really missing out on a whole bunch there. Rashid Shaheed can be, but I don't really feel like I'm missing out with Brandon Cooks. A.D. Mitchell has gone further back, so I wasn't like expecting him to be gone. Jacoby Myers is a nice pick if I would have picked Jacoby Myers there, I guess. Just got a JJ Marv start. Nice. Start in a King of the Desert qualifier. People are definitely scared of on JJ. Yeah, not only are people scared on Justin Jefferson, and it's like the King of the Desert qualifier tournaments, they're loaded with new people to the tournaments because the price is so low. And I also don't think people understand the payout for that. It's like 99% of it goes to the winner. Excuse me. Alrighty. So I went with a 3-5-10-2 build. Got JT, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, Trey McBride, Christian Kirk, Chris Godwin, Najee Harris, Keon Coleman, which was a crazy deal on him. Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Addison, Jonathan Brooks, J.K. Dobbins, Matthew Stafford, and Justin Herbert. 155 and 158 was an incredible value. Josh Downs, Noah Fant, Eric Gray, Malachi Corley, Brendan Rice, and Jordan Whittington. So this team was full of values to go along with my guys, which again is how I like to build a lot of my teams. Is like I like to put 60% of the same team out there, maybe even less. I want the same guys, but I want different variations of teams with my guys. So one of my guys is Najee Harris, Cooper Kupp, and then the Jags guys. I love having Jags, and I love Najee Harris and Cooper Kupp. I didn't get Jalen Hyatt on this team, but I usually get him on teams like this. We'll stay. And then we had crazy discounts on Addison. Jonathan Brooks was 20 picks past ADP, 20 plus picks on both Stafford and Herbert. I mean, Downs is like a 20 or 30 pick past ADP, but he's been falling, so that's not really a surprise. So a bunch of fallers to go along with my guys. And I reached for Kupp, but he's not going to make it back to me in the third, so those days are long gone, and I'm okay with that. All right, Mr. Alvarez out of the 3-hole. I didn't keep a track on your team, but I know that you're in here. You're a smart drafter, so let's go ahead and see this 6'8", 36-83 build. You got Jamar Chase, Mike Evans, Isaiah Pacheco, DJ Moore, Mark Andrews, Roma Dunze, JSN, Caleb Williams, Devin Singletary, Dallas Goedert, Jerry Jeudy, Ty Chandler, Deshaun Watson, Bucky Irving, Wan'Dale Robinson, Demario Douglas, Drake May, Colby Parkinson, Deontay Foreman, and Dylan Lobby. Solid team. Yeah. I mean, I'm out on Foreman after him being paralyzed there for a little bit. Jerome Ford kind of having the backfield currently locked up until Chubb gets back. Lobby's a sneaky pick. I like your rookie running backs here. Yeah, those are nice. Ty Chandler should get some work, even as much as I love Aaron Jones. The dude gets hurt very, very often. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Singletary. So your running backs are super nice. Wide receiver, you start with 3 out of 4 rounds. You know your wide receiver room is going to be good. Got Mark Andrews. About where he goes. Not really a steal or anything, but a good value with Andrews. Did you get a Houston guy? No Houston guys. Got a nice Chicago build with DJ, Rome, and Caleb with the Week 17 bring back of JSN. Yeah, it's a fun team. That is a fun team. Fun. Yep. All right. I do believe we did not hit 20 likes. So we're going to go ahead and call it there for the night. We'll be back tomorrow for a Millie draft and a BBM draft. We're going to do one of each. Not many streamers out there doing one on each site. Neither site pays me, so I get to do whatever the fuck I want, and I make the rules. So we're going to do one of each. We're going to have fun. So if you've been wanting to hop in a BBM draft, or if you want to make your first draft on DraftKings, they give you a draft after you do your first one. So if you are wanting to be DraftKings, I highly suggest it. There's going to be a lot of overlay. So even if you get third place, most likely you have a potential shot to get to the next round. That's how they deal with the overlay. That's how they dealt with it last year. If you had a high scoring third place team, they sent you to the next round because they had a little bit of overlay. And Tom Strachan from Fantasy Sanctuary has projected them. I think he said 75% to fill. I don't quite understand what he's saying, but what he has said is it's going to have a huge overlay. So there could be up to like 50,000 spots that are third place teams into the finals or into the second round, which could be massive. Because if you get a third place team, that means you hadn't peaked potentially, or you were coming off like a really poor section. All I'm saying is that my team barely got through the playoffs and whatnot. It was a pretty good team going into the playoffs, but it only barely made it through the playoffs. I'm just saying, if you get into the dance, that's all you can ask for. Appreciate it, Coach. Yeah, hit me up on the X if you have inquiries or if you want to be part of Best Ball Nation. I'm looking for people for next year. Probably start with whatever the early one's called. What am I thinking? With the big board, we'll probably start there and whatnot. Maybe we'll talk a little football before we do the big board and stuff. But yes, if you have any thoughts of joining a squad, please just hit me up on the X or subscribe to the Patreon. Hit me up on there. Either place is fine to message me. I get back to them fairly quickly. I sleep roughly 6 hours, so I'm usually awake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell somebody you know you love them. Hug your children, your dogs, your cats, what other lizards or animals you may have. You never know how long you may have them. All right, so tomorrow, we did those drafts. Please subscribe to the Patreon. It's $5 a month. You have tomorrow's the last day. I'm going to keep it open. If not, Jose will win the $200 since he's the only person to have signed up, as far as I know, or as far as the last time I checked. And then they has exclusive interviews. I did interviews with so many people at this point. I don't want to exclude people, but I think one of my first ones was Davis Pang, and we talked for like another hour and a half extra. So there's a lot of content you can watch for $5 a month. You can. I mean, you can just do it for one day. You can just cancel it after the first day and log into the Yahoo League. So you get a $5 entry into $200. Look, all I'm saying is that you're missing out on some plus EV. I don't care. Like I'm not this expert redraft drafter. Just putting that out there. Alrighty, let's see here. Anything else? Subscribe to the YouTube. We're at 375. We are so close to 400, but not that close. So we will be doing 2 10-hour streams at the end of the month. Hit the like button on, if you're watching this down the line, like tomorrow or the next day, or whatever. Leave a comment. Let me know how I did. Let me know if you guys missed the music. I didn't have my headphones on, so I didn't want to play music while I didn't have my headphones on. So, and yeah, let me know with anything else. I'll be back tomorrow. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.